Whoopi Goldberg slams re-editing books to avoid offending modern audience. You all have got to stop this. Roald Dahl's books were recently re-edited to remove language deemed offensive. The View co-host Whoopi Goldberg slammed the rereading of classic books on Monday and suggested putting Whoopi Goldberg on the literature instead, adding, "This is how kids learn." Look, you all got to stop this. Just put a disclaimer that says, "Listen, this book was written at this time," or put on the original and what y'all have done. Because kids should have the right to read how people thought, so they know how to make this change, Goldberg said. Puffin recently authored books by Roald Dahl, who famously wrote Matilda, James and the Giant Peach, and Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, to remove language they deemed offensive. You know, they tried to do this with Mark Twain as well because they were so concerned that N-word was in the book. Well, that's how they did it. That's how it was. We don't want people doing it today. You don't see it was as much. That's how people learn, Goldberg continued. Co-host Sara Haines agreed and said, Art art more than anything needs to be left alone when it comes to stories being told. This will show people when they feel really uncomfortable reading a certain world, she said. That impact can be greater than anything else. Leave it alone. Co-host and Narvaro said they were overdoing by removing gender-specific words from the Oompa Loompa characters in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I mean, the Oompa Loompa are fiction, they are make-believe, she said, adding that it lends itself to people on the right who say, this is what veganism is all about. Navarro also reiterated her concern that states were editing out Black history studies from AP course. We went to see Piano Lesson, the play by August Wilson. The N-word is used there like every other sentence, and it should make us feel uncomfortable. But it is what it is, and it was what it was, and we should not erase history, she added. Co-host Sammy Hostings agreed with her co-hosts and references the recent edit made to the James Bond book series. When you think about a book like James Bond, and I'm a huge James Bond fan in his life in Let It Die book. In that novel, he visits Harlem and uses the N-word to describe almost every dead black person he sees there. And in my view, the sensitivity of the edit now say black man, black woman, and black person. I appreciate that. You don't have to call me the N-words for me to understand my oppression. And I think when someone who is oppressed tells you that, you should listen, she said.